Oh my god, this asthma's getting to me. Bro, my asthma is out of control. Oh my god. I just feel like we have a lot to talk about today. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something very different, and I know I probably say that at the beginning of every video, but today is very different. So I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. If you have me on Snapchat, shameless plug, you saw my rant the other day about plus size clothing stores. I just wanted to sit down and talk to my audience about it because I think that it's very important to talk about it, and I think we about to just infiltrate and educate today, okay, baby? We about to infiltrate and educate. So let's just start off by saying I am obviously, if you're blind, let me just let you in on the 411. I'm fat as hell. When I shop for clothes, I can wear anything between a 4 and a 6X. That is just, it depends on the article of clothing. For jeans, I'm a size 28-30. So there's that. Let's just lay some base level, some ground level concepts of knowledge. First off, if you're coming on this video to tell me that I should stop sitting here complaining about the problems of a plus size woman and just to go lose weight, you can go ahead and click off this video because I don't care. Second, if you are so close-minded that you can't see the struggles that big girls have to go through, you can click off this video. And if you can't recognize that being skinny is a privilege in itself, you can click off. Now, hear me out. That last one might have got a little because, you know, a lot of people are going to come in and chime in and say what they want and be like, oh, just lose weight. Click off this video. I don't care. I don't want to hear any of that. Bye. Now, if you're still here with me, welcome. Welcome. We got some talking to do, okay? So recently I've been doing a lot of thinking, which is not something you should want to hear from me because when I think, things get dangerous. And I really have spent the last 48 hours of my life researching, diving in, like finessing every crevice of the World Wide Web to find plus size stores that go above a 3X that are affordable. Only to come to find out those places don't exist. So let me just let you in on the 411. Woman to woman, woman to man, woman to human, human to human, okay? I, as a plus size woman, I am fortunate enough, I am blessed enough to be able to have the financial stability to shop at places like Torrid and Lane Bryant. Now, if you don't know what those stores are, they are plus size stores that have more like edgier, chicy, more kind of clothing, but they're expensive as hell. Now, I know you guys saw my Torrid haul, and there are ways to get discounts and stuff like that, and I do think for me personally it's worth it, but for a lot of people it's not an option for them because they can't afford it. Now that I've got that off, let's backtrack, okay? And I'm gonna introduce you to something called the fat tax. Now, if you don't know, there is a thing called fat tax. So basically what the fat tax is they put tax on foods or drinks that are considered unhealthy, that are linked to obesity. But But what you don't know, and what they don't put in that definition, is that they also tax fat people clothing because they think it's gonna help fat people lose weight. There's so many things wrong with that in itself. But what people aren't talking about is that, like, people can be happy and be fat at the same time. I went through a journey with my self-confidence. When I came out the womb, I was plus size, okay? And my whole life, I went my whole life hating myself. I didn't look like the girls in the magazine because not only am I fat, but I'm black. And when you're young, fat, and black, there's a lot of shit that you go through. You look at magazines, you look on television, you look at all these things, and all you see are these skinny white models. Oh, it makes me so angry. And so you feel alone. You're like, okay, well, there's no one else in this world like me, so I must be alone. Am I supposed to look like this? I guess I'm not supposed to look like this if they're not putting these people in magazines. They're not promoting these people. Why aren't these people beautiful too? And I really struggled with confidence my entire life, and I still do. It's a work in progress, if you know, I'm gonna just be real, but I'm like at a point in my life where I have never loved myself more, and I just wish I could put that feeling upon anyone and everyone, because once you get to that point, nothing else matters. The game is done. Once you reach that level of confidence, it's over. It's over. Like, just for some background, so y'all don't want to try and come for me, I'm not shaming places like Walmart or Catherine's or whatever, because those are the places that I had to shop at my entire life until I found Torrid probably 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm not shaming those places when I start to talk about them. Just know that for me personally, that's not a place where I want to shop, because those clothes don't make me feel beautiful. Those clothes aren't my style, and they just gotta go. Like, basically, I'm just gonna give you my whole life story and my whole battle with self-confidence in like a span of some seconds. When I was younger, I was fine. I was actually pretty normal weight as a younger kid. And then like 5th grade hit, and that's when I really started putting on weight, and I was like bigger than anyone in my class. I absolutely hated myself. I got teased all the time for being overweight, and when I mean teased, I mean like all the time. I would ride the bus to my grandma's, and kids would throw stuff at me and call me names. Like, bullied. I was picked on constantly all up until 7th grade, when I got sent away for being a badass kid. And while I was sent away, I lost literally half of my body weight. I got real skinny. But now that I look back on that, like now I've just been thinking about it a lot, because obviously I gained my weight back. I don't think I had ever been more miserable in my life than when I was that small. I was so unhappy with myself. I dressed like not cute, and being that small was like a new thing for me. And I would just like to put a small disclaimer in. When fat people lose weight, they change. Like, a good majority of people, when they lose weight, like fat people, I'm talking like 300 pounds to 100 pounds, they get real cocky. But, like, don't forget where you came from, sis, okay? Because that happened to me. I lost weight, and you could not tell me shit when I lost weight. I thought I was cute. I could shop anywhere I wanted. It was great. Except, deep down, I looked great on the outside, kind of. But inside, I was not happy. I had just come home from being sent away. Didn't really have any friends, because the friends I did have, I kind of just strayed away from, because after leaving the facility that I was in, I really just wanted to start fresh. I had a completely clean slate. I needed new people to hang around. I needed just everything new. And so I thought in my head that it would be a good idea to start talking to the popular people and start hanging out with them, because that was just gonna be perfect, the icing on the cake. Now I was skinny and I was popular. And so I tried really, really hard to be friends with people that I had nothing in common with. And I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, my mind just wasn't in the right place, as you can see. So 8th grade for me was all about trying to be popular and making friends that literally I had no interest in being friends with, not because of who they were, but just because we had nothing in common. And so it was hard for us to be friends because we had nothing to talk about. But then we got into high school and I found music and just kind of started to find myself. I was still bullied all the time for being overweight, but like at that point I really didn't give a fuck, because high school is kind of where this period started moving in on who I was as a person. And people noticed that I was starting to get more confident as I was gaining weight back, which was like a weird concept for American society, that people who are fat can be confident and love themselves and be happy. But it happens. Those people exist. We all have insecurities like everyone else. But guess what? When I look in the mirror, I love what I see. So at the end of the day, don't come for me. High school, whatever, like, it happened. It was the dumbest 4 years of my life. Absolutely hated it. Never want to go back. You couldn't pay me $1 million to go back. But it was like my thing. It was like my aesthetic, I guess, to be like confident, which is like so dumb. But like when people said my name, they were like, oh, confident. Like, that's just something that I, like, the energy I was giving off in high school was that I was confident. But let me just let you in, all you people that I went to high school with, I really wasn't. And this is how I got to where I am today, because in those 4 years, I put on a facade like I was confident, but I looked in the mirror and I was disgusted with what I saw. I don't know. I just was not comfortable in my own skin. And I have gained weight since like high school. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, freshman 15 is real, people. But once I got to college, I was around people that like changed my mindset. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm not in high school anymore. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can wear whatever the fuck I want. I can dress however the fuck I want. I can wear whatever makeup I want to wear. And that is what got me to finally being able to look in a mirror and love what I see. That whole 4 years in high school was kind of a fake it until I make it deal, where I was faking my confidence because eventually I thought that was going to give me confidence. And I mean, I have to say it did kind of work, but I don't know if it worked for me, but don't try that. I mean, honestly, at the beginning, you kind of do have to fake it until you make it. So I guess that's my advice here through that whole little story that I said was going to take a few seconds. That actually took like 5 minutes. But when I started faking like I was confident, people believed me, which in turn made me feel confident that other people thought I was confident. That was where my problem came from, was because other people thought I was confident, but I really wasn't. And then people were starting to get the wrong idea of who I was as a person, and my confidence started coming off as arrogance and cockiness. And they were right, because I was cocky as hell in high school. But once I hit this freshman year of college, I changed. Like, I went through some things. Almost dropped out of college literally 3 times. Like, not on a joking level. Like, I literally almost dropped out. But then, I don't know. I guess once you surround yourself with good people, you start to feel good. And that's kind of what happened to me. And now I'm at a point where I've never been more comfortable in my skin. I love myself. And like, not even, I hate that I have to even say this, but like, not in a cocky way. And I think it's dumb that people who love themselves or are able to admit that they love themselves are like immediately labeled as cocky. Loving yourself is not being cocky. That's being confident. Like, I think there's a thin line between confidence and cocky. And I think once you start bragging about your confidence, that's when you start to get cocky. Don't do that. But I just think it's really important for all women of all sizes, colors, religions, gender, age, whatever. Like, love yourself. Love the skin you're in. It's a challenge and you really have to work for it. But if you wake up every day and look at yourself in the mirror and just tell yourself that it's okay. It's gonna be okay. And don't let society get to you. The fact that our society thinks things as small and stupid as someone's weight matters and should define them as a person is just so stupid. I don't really know what the point of this video is, to be honest, but I saw something on Instagram the other day and it was like, be the person you needed when you were younger. And that's what I'm doing. Like, I needed someone to sit here and tell me, like, you are fine the way that you are. You're, you know, because everyone goes through a phase of middle school where they ain't that cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but like, things get better. It gets better. And not everyone, some people, the best time of their life is in high school. I definitely was not one of those people. I hated high school. I hated it so much. And looking back, I would have done things so much differently. Wasn't I just talking about the fat tax? How did we get here? Anyway, so the fat tax, people. The fat tax. Ugh. The fat tax is the devil. Is people, these businesses, whoever decides the pricing, they make it more expensive because they know we're gonna buy it because we have no other option. Even if you're in stores like Walmart, where they do have plus size and they have regular, and Walmart is cheap, affordable. You'll notice that if you go and find like a pair of leggings that are like a small, they're like $4 or $5. But then you go over to the plus size section and you try and find leggings and they're like anywhere from $6 to $10 because they charge us extra for being fat. Logically, technically, our weight is something that most people can control. A lot of people out there like literally cannot control their weight. Some people don't want to, like like me. Like, I don't care that I'm fat. If that offends you, fuck off. Like, I don't care. If you degrade me and think of me as less than human because of a number on a scale, you are a shit person and you need help, my friend, because that's not you. Like, you just need help. And to be quite honest, the only time I step on a scale is at the doctor's office because I think it's so dumb to step on this scale to see how, like, who cares? When it's my time to go, bro, I'm going, okay? I'm going. So whether I'm fat, skinny, or in between, I don't care. I did some very in-depth research over the past couple of days looking for affordable plus size clothing because I wanted to do an affordable plus size clothing haul to upload on my channel. After doing that, I found that there really is no place that is like that. There were a couple places like Shein and Romway that did have 5X, but they're like low-key scammy. Like, I also think it's really important for girls that are skinny. I think you guys really need to be grateful that you have endless opportunities. You can go on all these different stores. You literally have endless amounts of clothing stores that you can go and shop at. You can shop at Nike, you can shop at Under Armour, you can shop at Forever 21, Rue 21. Literally anywhere. If you're a 3X or above, you can't really do that. Your options are limited, and I just think that societies, businesses, like the whole mindset that you have to be a certain size to look good or wear cute clothing is so fucking stupid. So you're saying that if I want to wear your clothing, I have to be a certain size. It's bullshit. I just really think that society has some work to do, which I think is clear to a lot of people. But just know that this affects bigger people every day. There are women that are bigger than me that have to wear men's clothing because they don't have any other option. So just put yourself in their position. If you had to go, especially if you're someone who's like fashion savvy and like uses your fashion to express yourself as a person, imagine having to go through life wearing men's clothes because nothing else is like there for you. Like you don't have any other options. I'm just really tired of people not being inclusive to everyone, whether it's race, gender, sexuality, size. It's bullshit. Like, if you're a girl who can relate to this video, just know you're not alone. We all face the same struggles. I've been there. If you aren't feeling the best with your body, I've been there. We all have, and I think it's really important for every person to be able to use things like style and fashion and makeup to express who they are as a person. And the fact that brands are so clueless and just they exclude people. So there are large portions of people out there who can't even use that art to express themselves just because they're too dark or too big, or in society's words, not good enough, or they don't make the cut. Well, let me tell you, buddy, watch out, because I don't know. You just, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But just know I love you. This channel is all about positivity, baby, and you cute. And I need you to go look in your mirror, the nearest mirror you got, and I need you to look at yourself and tell yourself that you're cute. And it doesn't matter what size you are, it doesn't matter what color you are, because beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes and colors and heights, weights. Beauty doesn't discriminate, it's in everyone. So take that, put that in your pipe and smoke it, and I'm gonna clock out. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you here again soon. Go ahead and push that subscribe button if you want to see more and join this little family that we got, you know, brewing up. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna go now. I will see you guys later. Peace out, homies.